back to our channel, The Millennial Piece. This is Ramya.
Hi everyone, this is Arjun.
Today we are here with a quick and small vlog where we would like to address some key essentials that you can carry on your trip. These are some of the common items we definitely carry, but I think recently after a couple of trips we realized how important these are, and thereby we thought of sharing it with you. Because sometimes we do plan our trips and everything, but it is like till the last moment we keep all these essentials pending and we don't carry. Sometimes we forget, which may end up in a chaos. So just to avoid that, we thought, okay, why not do a quick vlog and share it with you. So without delay, let's get into the video. And before getting into the video, you know what to do. Please hit the subscribe button, do like and share our videos, and let us know your suggestions in the comment box below. So let's get into the video. Okay, so to start with, we'll start with electronics first. So first one is a power bank. So we know when we are on trip, when we go visit places, we definitely want to capture all those beautiful moments. We take videos, we take photos, and obviously our phones run out of charge, so definitely a saver. I'll pin the link of this one in the description box. We got this recently from Amazon and we tried it at home a couple of times. It's really good. It has got a good battery life, so I think it's super easy and super convenient. Bit heavy, but I think it's worth the price, but really important, especially for people who vlog a lot, people who take videos a lot. I think it is definitely worth the price, because when you're on your trips, it's very difficult to find a plug point and go charge your phone. And of course, not just that, we know how much we need our phone when we are on trips, to use the maps, to book our cabs, to at least see when we have next train or buses, or like whichever country you're going. If you're not going through a travel agent or something, if you have planned your trip on your own, then probably there is a high chance that you use your phone most of the time. So to save your phone from draining out of your battery, it's important you have this one handy. At least you can just travel stress-free, and it's super convenient. So definitely I think I would recommend this.
And one more thing I want to add to this is, like, if you're using it as a Google Translator as well, because in our last trip when we went to Baku, the people over there, they use Azerbaijani language, which we didn't understand. So we used to use that Google Translator.
Our phone, we used a lot actually.
A lot actually,
yes. So the problem is, when we go on trip, and if it's like, say for example, a family of 4 is traveling, mostly 2 of them will be having the SIM and internet connection and everything, and most of the time you are on phone. So in a Baku trip, that's what happened. Most of the time we were on phone translating everything, so the phone is getting used all the time. And you are traveling out, you are in cabs, and you're not in a place where you can immediately go back to your hotel, plug in your phone, and then get it charged. So it's kind of a risk when you go out in the morning and you can only charge your phone once you're back. So obviously that way I think it's quite important.
The second thing would be the travel adapter. This I have bought. Like, this is an universal adapter, so you can use it in UK, Europe, like Japan,
Thailand. They have put the countries.
They have put the countries. It's a universal one. So if it's like is within your country, then you don't need one. But if you're traveling abroad, so this is one thing you should carry.
Yeah, definitely. So I think from electronics perspective, I think these two are more important. Apart from that, you already have your phones and chargers, and if you're carrying a camera, all the accessories with respect to that camera and everything, I think those are understood. Those are the basic ones, so we are not pretty much bringing all that up. Next, I think we'll go with bags. So I just wanted to show this, my bag. Actually, it's a bit fancy. Not fancy, it has got a very good print. Alright, so I think next items would be bags. So the reason why we want to show bags is, like, this time the place that we are traveling, it's quite close from our place, like it's close to UK, and because these are lightweight flights, they do not they actually charge. They do allow check-in luggage, but they actually charge you extra for the check-in luggage, and our trip is only for like 4 to 5 days, so we did not find it worth investing money for check-in luggage. So we decided we'll carry our own bags, the one that is normally allowed, the carry luggage which is allowed for like 7 or 8 kgs, that is allowed. So we are planning to carry that this time, and this is going to be the first time that we are doing this. So I ordered this bag from Amazon because we just had 2 backpacks and we had 3 of them, so we need 3. So I ordered this backpack, and I'll again put the link in the description box with all the dimensions and the capacity and everything. The first thing that I was attracted was the print. It's really cool print. I liked it, and when I opened it, it's quite spacious. So I think I pretty much need a bag, to which I can literally stuff all the things, and it can pretty much hold all the capacity. So that's what I did. So if I open it here, and if you see, the length is quite good. It's quite good. And, the capacity is also like it can probably expand. And that is the bit I wanted, where I can actually stuff things, and, it can pretty much hold all my stuff. So
women got different pockets as well.
Yeah, of course, yeah. The main pocket, the front pocket.
There's one behind as well, yeah. And this one is pretty good. So
yeah, I think this is for some wet clothes or something. It has got a plastic coating. Yeah. I don't know why this is, but I liked it. So overall, it is spacious, and it's kind of, it has got enough room to fit in your dresses and accessories for at least 5 days. Easily it can hold. Yeah. I'm not talking about any heavy dresses or anything, but your normal tees and normal wear. Now also I'm not talking about stuffing in jackets into this, because jackets are something that I'll be wearing. Of course, we are traveling during winters, we'll need one, but other than that, if you're trying to pack your normal clothes into it, I think it can easily hold your clothes for not 2 to 3, at least 4 to 5 days. So I think this is worth an investment, and it was not even that pricey. If I recall the price, I think it was around 19 or 20 pounds, but I'll put it in the description box, and probably you can check it out there. It's really nice. The quality also looks great. Probably I can give a detailed review after I use it. But trust me, this was really, when I ordered, I did not expect this much. And then I think Arjun has also got his bag. No, this one we already had, actually. We did not buy this.
I had this bag. And even this is quite spacious. On the screen, it might look a bit small, but it has got those different pockets here as well. So yeah, I used it in my earlier trips. So,
it's more like, I think it's like a mini what do you say, mini suitcase, I would say.
It's not a mini suitcase. Yeah, this will go under your seats.
So this is the width. You see, if this is the width you have, which you can, if you like properly fold your clothes, you can arrange them. If you arrange it really well, I think it can hold your dresses for around 4 to 5 days easily.
You can see this.
Yeah.
You can easily go in there.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good shape. So if you are not taking carrying your suitcase, this could be pretty handy.
Like solo travelers, what they do, they just carry this one bag and try to keep the luggages minimal. So I think this is the first time we are going to try that, and if it works, I think nothing like that, because you don't have to carry all the luggages, especially if you're traveling with your family alone.
If it's a family of 3 or might be 4, this is, I think this
each person can have their own bag, and I think that's more than enough for a trip of 4 to 5 days, of course. And you probably can avoid all these hefty charges that airline is going to charge you for this check-in luggage and stuff. And that just for 4 to 5 days. I think it again depends from one airline to another, but probably didn't think it was worth. I would rather buy bags like this and enjoy the trip more, rather than focusing on spending it on the airline and our luggages. So yeah.
And when we were children, we used to count those luggages, like how many luggages we had.
Yes.
Yeah, like suitcases, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is only 3 bags. That's it.
Easy and convenient. Convenient. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Next few documents are your passports, insurance, your visa documents. Again, talking from a perspective if you're traveling abroad. So all your travel documents, or all your insurance, like the medical insurance that you take, and all your visa related documents, everything. It's always good to keep it handy. So maybe one person out of three, like in our case it's usually Arjun who carries it, in his cross bag. So probably you can carry one such bag and make sure it is kept safe and one person is handling it, so that you can probably avoid all that chaos at the airport. And the documents also will be done, all those documentation bits can be done quite fast and without any confusion, at the counter.
Apart from that, if you want, you can carry a file as well, a folder sort of thing, where you can keep the papers and everything inside. If you don't want to stuff the things into one one sling bag,
Yeah.
so you can keep a passport, all the papers, the travel insurance as well. That's very important, travel insurance. So all those papers are necessary. So better keep a folder if you don't want to fold those papers and everything, if you don't like it. So yeah,
especially like if you have got the check-in luggage and allowance and everything, then obviously your hand luggage will have less items, so easily you can fit in your file and everything in a backpack. So yeah, a good option.
Yeah. So the next thing would be the medicines. If you're carrying the medicines, I would suggest that you carry the prescription as well. So if they ask you like what sort of medicine it is and all, so better carry the prescription from a doctor.
Yeah, carrying a prescription is very important, especially if you're traveling with kids or elders. And if there are occurrences where you are required to take the medicines with your like in your hand luggage, then probably it's always best to keep your prescription handy. Next bit is about your debit cards and credit cards. I mean, again, when it comes to abroad travel, I will not say debit card for sure, but you can definitely carry credit cards which has got the, abroad, like overseas transactions enabled. That is very important. Make sure you check with your card service provider that this thing is enabled, because in most of the places abroad, like if you're going to any European countries or if you're coming down to the UK or any other country as such, nowadays most of the places they accept cards. So if at all you want to make the transactions, make sure the overseas transaction eligibility, that bit is turned on in your card. So make sure you do that before you actually travel. At least make sure 1 week before all these things are sorted, so that you're not in a you don't get into trouble later. And if you are carrying, because carrying currency it is okay to carry currency, but then when you're going abroad, you want to be safe as much as possible. Even there is a possibility of your credit cards getting stolen or your cash getting stolen, but the probability when you're carrying cash, and that's anyway a risk, isn't it? So rather than carrying huge amount of cash, it is always recommended you carry card and very little cash. And make sure all this cash withdrawals is also enabled, or like at least know like what are the charges if you are to withdraw any, because there could be emergencies. If you are to withdraw any cash from the ATM, make sure that has been enabled on your credit card. So do all these checks before you actually plan your not plan, but before you actually travel. So it's very important these things are quite managed.
And I would like to add, like it depends upon bank to bank. The transaction charges, like whatever remittance or whatever transaction you make abroad, they will charge you some certain percentage, and it depends upon bank to bank. So last time when I went to Baku, I inquired with each and every bank, like who can provide me a card with a better rates. So I got one. Bank. It's not actually. I got a card from Monzo, and they told me that we will not charge you for whatever transactions you make abroad. So that was really helpful for me. So I didn't have to pay those 2%, 2.5, 3%, whatever extra for my transactions there. So that Monzo Flex or something like that. So I got that card with me, and it really helped.
Yeah. So it's just that you need to do a little bit of your homework and compare different banks and different companies who can provide best travel cards or these credit cards, and see what are the best offers. I mean, you just don't want to spend too much on this remittance and all this extra charges they put on. So it's better to make those little bit of comparison, do that little bit of homework, and make sure your cards are up and running when you land in the country.
And one more thing I want to add is the forex cards. If you have, if you can get in anywhere, so you get those forex cards, you load your cash into that, and in that case also those transaction charges will not be there. So forex card is also
I think for ATM withdrawals they do charge.
ATM withdrawals they charge,
they do
but
charge.
If you're tapping the card in the supermarkets or any other places,
they don't
restaurants,
charge, of course,
they don't charge.
Yeah.
So forex card is one good option. Yeah,
definitely. Next important thing that you need to keep in mind is carrying a very good comfortable pair of shoes, because most of the time when we are traveling, when we go visit some places, we do require, there's a lot of walking involved, most of the time, because, and at least I and Arjun, we like to visit places like that. Of course with Ammu sometimes it gets a bit complicated, but at least what we make sure is that we carry a very good pair of shoes. And now with our 8 kg luggage, I have no idea, like probably we'll have to wear one and go and use that one pair of shoes, but we'll see. But having a good pair of shoes really helps. I know when it comes to photos and everything, we want to wear all our fancy shoes, heels and everything, but if you have space, if you have enough room in your bag, then probably you can carry one, no problem. And you can also like work it out in a way where you can just wear it for photos and everything, and then use your regular pair of shoes while you're walking and exploring. But otherwise, if you're comfortable in walking in that one pair of shoes and taking pictures also, I think that also works. But having a good pair of shoes is very important, because a lot of walking would be involved in all these places, especially when you're going to travel. So making sure that your feet is comfortable, you can walk, you are in no pain and everything. So I think all those things are very important. So make sure you're having a very good pair of shoes. Invest in a very good pair of shoes, which is super comfy, which is cushioned, and it gives you lightweight, and it gives you real comfort, and make you feel like, okay, I want to do this.
Yeah. And if you want, you can carry your slippers as well. So like if you're just going down for a breakfast in your hotel and you don't want to wear those shoes and go down to go for a breakfast, so if you, last time I had an issue with that because I didn't carry my slippers with me, so you can have one that as well if you have that space.
Yeah, again, everything zero downs to the same aspect. If you have enough space, if you got space, you carry whatever you want. But having a good pair of slippers also definitely helps, pretty much roaming around within the hotel or your place of stay. Slippers can help. You can't be wearing shoes all the time, right? So yeah, that's another thing. All right, people. So I think pretty much what we had on top of our head, we thought of, quickly sharing it with you. There could be more items. Again, everything boils down to the same point of how much capacity you have and how many people are traveling, what type of country you're traveling to. So all these factors do matter, but in general, these are some of the basics you can make sure you're carrying with you when you are on your trip. So I think, yeah, pretty much that's all I have. Do you have anything?
Yeah, if you have anything else that we have missed out, you can mention it in our the comment section. So yeah, so I hope this video is helpful for the people who's planning to travel in the coming months or years. So yeah, thank you.
Definitely, yes. So we'll let you know what our trip is going to be like. So I'll also probably share a glimpse of how we are going to pack and everything. So do stay tuned for more videos from us, and we'll see you on our next video. Till this is Ramya and Arjun signing off.